Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Slay the Spire Daily Challenge Runs. This is October 31st, 2018 and we are here to play the defect, currently sitting on 11 losses and 19 wins. October month has handed our butts to us on a golden platter and shown us who's boss. So having a bit of a hard time this year. Looking at these, or this month, sorry, not this year. In general in my life I'm having a hard time this year, but in Slay the Spire I'm having a hard month this month. Now, if you look at these scores, these are pretty low scores, which does worry me slightly, you know. It puts me in a situation where I'm like, you know what? This daily might be difficult because these scores are pretty low. These are a bit on the low end. We have Chimera and Binary and red cards. So just three really shitty opportunities for us. We don't want red cards with the defect, because the defect is the strongest character, the strongest cards in the game. We don't want Binary because we get less cards, which means more opportunities to get red cards and less opportunity to get blue cards. And of course, Chimera sucks. We just don't like Chimera. Chimera, ironically, on the defect is not bad. Survive is pretty good. We don't mind Survivor. The 3 attacks are fine and the 3 defense are fine. The big problem is the bash. The bash doesn't really synergize with the defect or how the defect usually plays. So unless we go for a claw based deck, you know that the bash is kind of just a pointless card in the deck. So we're gonna have to see how this goes. I want to win this one. I want to at least win 20 this month. Winning 19 and losing 12 this month would be an extreme disappointment in my eyes, and I really want to try my best to prevent that from. So let's play slightly safe than yesterday. Yesterday's miscalculation on the X-Ghost costed us the run. For some reason was sure he would hit for 6 and he hit for 12, so let's just not make any mistakes like that again. Let's go. Let's jump into this. I think that intro is long enough and it says what I need to say. It is the X-Ghost, so let's not make that same mistake. So how do we want to approach this now that we know that we find the X-Ghost? Well, obviously, you know, a very good way to approach this run would be to have a lot of defense, a lot of weaken, anything along those lines, so on the second turn we can potentially weaken the Hex Ghost and get enough block out to kill him. That, I think, is the only way we can miscalculate my energy again. That is the only way we can get through that without taking damage. Also, even though we have bash, we are not playing as the we're not playing as these ironclads, so we're not getting healed back. Let's keep that in mind for the future because I think it's a big deal. I'll block once and attack once. Yeah, sure, we only do 9 that turn, but I think not taking any damage is a little bit more valuable there for us. I'm going to rather do that. I do like the metallicize, it helps a lot. It means something like a survivor would have been great for us in a defensive way. We did not get the survivor, but we do have the bash for next turn. So he should be dead next turn and we shouldn't take any more damage from this point onwards. And that's kind of how we need to approach this. We need to approach this from a much more conservative space. More defense, less attack. Yeah, you know, give me the relic. I'll move the curse if I need to. Awesome. None of these cards are really good, so removing the curse here is actually completely fine. I'll pick up Swift if I can. I can't pick up Swift. Let's take the let's take this turret potion. It's good damage, and if we get a bash dropkick combo in this upcoming elite, we should be fine. Don't want to lose any cards here, so I'm kind of fun. I'm gonna upgrade a card first and then do an elite. It just means I'm slightly stronger for the upcoming elite fight, which is valuable, and having 3 vulnerable might be game changer. I hope it's not the Sentinels. What can I say? What can I say? When you know a game, you know. So we're gonna have to go 3 defense here just to not take damage. It's a little bit unfortunate. I did specifically say I didn't want it to be the 3 Sentinels, and I'm pretty sure you guys can all figure out why that is. Simply because obviously the 3 Sentinels are very difficult for us to get through with this type of deck we have right now. Excuse me. We're just going to keep hitting 1 for now, try our best to get 1 killed at least, which is looking more and more unlikely. Obviously, the longer this goes on, the more dashes we get, the harder it gets to kill someone. So we're going to pop this turret now because we have quite a few attacks in our hand. I'm not going to game on a lightning hitting that guy because it might not happen, so I don't want to tank an additional 9. It's not even 6, it's an additional 9 damage is what I would have tanked. I don't want to tank an additional 9 damage because I didn't just take the kill that was on offer. So today I will play slightly more careful than yesterday. After yesterday's Very embarrassing performance. I really want to step up my game a bit and just improve myself a little bit on the Slay the Spire front. It was a very nice days to pick up. I didn't have energy to play anything ready anyway, and just to have one less days for the next turn, it was just really good. It was a fine fight. It wasn't great, it wasn't bad, it was just fine. Very interesting to see how a just fine run is going to play out for us. Obviously, the ideal would be to not take any more damage in this fight, on this game. Maybe get to the upcoming boss with 4 HP. That way we know we can tank the first hit, even though it will be a big first hit. We can tank it and then just move on from that point onwards. Not nearly enough strikes to make that work. Leap is tempting. I'll take leap. No. But I didn't take the right path to 2 leads. Oh my word. Big misplay. Big. I don't know how I did that. I specifically took the path that had 2 elites and then didn't take the path that had 2 elites. So very, 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 very big miscalculation on my part there. But I guess, you know, as they say, it is what it is. Problem is, I don't think we can kill you. We can get a lightning proc. Or I can just tank 3. Let's just tank 3, it's fine. I'd rather tank 3 than actually kill him there, I think. A double block just in case the lightning kills you on the back. That's actually kind of perfect. Because now I have a good chance of actually getting out of this without taking any damage, and that is exactly what happened. So that worked out pretty good for us. I don't want any of these cards. Keep smithing for now. It's kind of great that we just get to smith, I guess, for free. Quite a lot of bonfires in this route, which means we got a lot of smith. A lot of smith opportunities, if you will. Now, I'm gonna leap here. Like, I wouldn't have killed him. There was no way to kill him, so I'd rather leap, mitigate that damage I'm taking. I can't kill him here, so we'll get the kill and move on. Just trying my best to kind of stay ahead of the curve right now. I'm not really doing an exceptional job at it, but I'm trying my best. Not a great first turn, honestly. Pretty mediocre, honestly, but it is what it is. It worked out a little bit better for us, so that's kind of good, but in general, still just a pretty mediocre first turn for us. We're going to take a lot of damage here. We knew we were going to take a lot of damage, but we still mitigated half of it, and that's already better than what we've had prior. So, at the same time, not too much of a problem. I will pop the 2 glaciers. I will pop glaciers, even though I don't need to. I just think it's fine. And I'll pop 1 of these. Now we do have a pendant for next turn, so we don't want to play a weak attack. We'll play the strongest attack weapon, which is bash in this case. So we'll play it. I'm getting enough block out of the ice and the metallicize, so let's just keep going. So we got him pretty low right now. He's not like in death point. He's gonna buff himself soon, which is a problem for us. So we are a little bit behind on the 8 ball, which I want to probably work on as much as I can. So we didn't perfect this fight already, so there was no reason for us to like try too hard, which was kind of refreshing. But our DPS right now, as you can see, is just not nearly enough. It's not even nearly enough to get us through this, so we need to start really hitting a lot harder, a lot quicker here. I mean, that's an inferno, and we haven't got even halfway. Now we're getting to a point where this is actually starting to become slightly scary for me, so I want to work on this as much as I can. That was a very good turn plus damage-wise, but we got a lot of stuff coming up that we do not want to see, and that's a big problem. But potentially enough block. 12 damage, kind of guaranteed, so we should kill him without taking any more damage. The deck is weak right now. It needs a kill condition card. It needs a big damage attack card. Echo's fine. It's not great. It's just fine. I'll take it. Tiny House is just a card I like a lot, or a thing I like a lot. These are bad. Skip them both. Move along. The flex, you know, you could take flex. You could argue that flex was fine, but I'm not going to take flex in this run because I just don't feel it's going to do enough for the deck to justify putting it in the deck, especially this early on in the run. So I would love to have Echo Form here, obviously. You know, the general consensus, you always want to Echo Form whenever you can, but this is not an Echo Form situation. That's enough block. I'm not going to use the energy potion for 1 damage. I'm sorry. Okay, so all good, I guess. We're not going to get enough block out of this. We're going to take some more damage. It sucks. Right now, as you can see, the big thing is we just do not have a damage deck right now, and as you can tell, it's obviously causing problems for us. Not having any damage, you know, it's putting us a little bit behind on the 8 kill. So killing this guy next turn is basically impossible. We need to do like 50 damage. That makes it slightly doable depending on what we get, and we will not get away with it. So we will get away with our money. As I said, we really with Penlab lacking a very heavy damage attack card right now is what we need. And none of these are it either. So I'll take a Steam Bro though. It's an upgraded Steam Bro, so I don't want to say no to that. This is tempting, but once again, it's just not damage. FTL is kind of damage. Boot, I'll take an attack card. I think that's fine. I think Boot's a really underestimated card in... I'll lose 3 strikes for 3 bites, which heal me... Okay. Yeah, it's fine. Sure. I get how many bites? 5 bites. So I get a collector's bonus out of that at least. So if you look at it that way, definitely it is worth it. In the future, also just play that in the correct order, my good sir. I'm gonna get an attack card here. I think an attack card here is really valuable for us because it puts me... It just gives me a little bit more to use next turn. So it was definitely the right choice to go for that straight off the bat. I'll bite and I'll glacier. I have to glacier because that's 18 damage coming out. I can't afford to take 18 damage. It's just too much damage. So I had to glacier there, but I really didn't want to glacier there obviously because glaciering there it didn't net me enough of a bonus. So a little bit one of those you kind of don't want to do it, but it's the right choice type of situation. So if I bash, bite, you will die, right? Yeah. A little bit of heal, we get a kill. It seems fine. Infernal Blade could be really good. It could be exactly. And I went the wrong way again, didn't I? No, I went the right way this time. Okay, that's good. Oh, finally. Give me Jax, please. I think we're gonna need it if we have any hope of winning this run. We're gonna need that Jax. So this sucks because you have to Echo Form turn 1. There's no doubt in my mind you have to Echo Form turn 1, which is really bad because you gotta Echo Form turn 1. We're gonna tank a lot of damage because of that. We're not gonna perfect this either. But in my honest opinion, it's how you win. It's how you win this. That's a great block for us actually. Let's vulnerable him. Maybe we can bite him twice. Bite him again. We get some heal out of it. We take slightly more damage, but we should be fine. Now the Echo Form and the bites could come really in handy for us, obviously, because it's going to be able to net us a lot of HP heal if we can play it correctly. So it's something we can definitely look into, because we're going to need to heal back after taking so much damage. We took quite a bit of damage. On that fight, which I didn't really want to do. Probably double glaciering there was the right choice, so probably a big misplay on my side there, but I'm hoping it kind of paid off. We only have taken 3. Obviously taking 3 way better than taking what I could have taken there, so you know, it works out great. A couple more bites and we'll be Gucci. I would prefer to not have to like delay this out at all. But I want to try because I'd like to get another bite out before we kill him. He's like kind of guaranteed dead next turn, even if we get any attack. So if I can, I would like to attempt to get some bites going. Okay, it did not work out for us. So let's just bite him and get some more max HP heal. Right now, like getting our HP back is critical to the deck. None of these are good enough. There is a big attack card there, and you might be thinking, didn't you say you needed a big attack card? You could be right, but no. Struggle off is super tempting. So is Madness. So is FTL. And I'm just going to take the potions and move along. I was going to buy cards there, but I thought about it for quite a bit and I was like, you know what, the cards aren't going to net me enough of a bonus here. Let's upgrade one of the bites. I think if we can upgrade a couple of these bites to heal for 3 every time, that could be a very big game changer for us. Now I'm going to fight another elite here, and this is a risky play, obviously. because you don't want to fight a need if you don't have to, as they say. But I'm gonna choose to do it simply because I really need more relics. Right now, relics, it's not enough relics. It's simple. This is really bad. This is really bad. I think you Jax. I think you Steam Barrier. Yeah, we're gonna tank the big hit here, but we're setting up now for the future with the Echo Form, because now every time we use something like this drop kick, we're gonna get more energy back, as well as card draw. We get to use Beam Cell for free. We get to get a bite that gets us some HP. A little bit of a survivor get on this. And now we either block here, which I think is the right choice, or we use bash, but we don't need to put more vulnerable. He's got quite a lot of vulnerable on already. We are going to take one and one more wound card. Wound cards, of course, a very big problem for us, no doubt. I will first play Infernal Blade, then I'll think about it. Okay, Blood for Blood is huge. Okay, so we can probably kill here. So let's see. That's 15. Okay, so he's dead. Oh, it's just good. I was just checking that. I was like, do I need to play Jax here? Do I not need to play Jax here? Knowing whether I had to play Jax or not there was huge. Bronze Automatum, uppercut becomes instantly takeable. Bronze Automatum, of course, being very hard to kill due to his very annoying pair of cards he has. I'm going to play the Echo from out of the batch and then I'm going to emulate. Like, I want to get this Metallicize out early, but I'm not getting the opportunity. The game's not giving me the opportunity right now. I mean, we do have Echo Form, so any card we play here is played twice, so I'd rather fight twice. I then get to play a Survivor on a dropkick and then play a Lead. Oh, we're not going to take damage, which is super good, but we are going to get failed, and that's going to be super bad. So we got options here. We either Jax twice, or we Steam Barrier twice, or FTL we Zap twice. I'll FTL twice because it gives me 2 card draw, which could pay off. It didn't in this case, but it's okay. I'll play the Steam Barrier, play the Jax, play the Zap, and I'll play the Bite because it gives me HP here, and then I'll play one of the blocks. That's fine. Should have probably played the Artifact so we didn't get failed. I think getting failed there, obviously not good for us in any way, shape, or form. There's no way to pretend it was, so we did get a heal out of that, so it's not too bad. We heal. We don't heal enough back, but we do heal back, and that's kind of the big thing, right? The fact of the matter is we do heal back. It's not enough, but it's something, and it's keeping us in the game for now, which is a big deal, obviously. You FTL, there's no doubt. You Jax, you bash, you drop kick, you bite, you pop the energy potion, you bite again, you pop. You don't know pop. Okay, I thought I could play upcut there. I made a miscalculation, so wasted energy potion, no doubt. But you know, it is what it is. We got Echo Form out. Let's keep that in mind. So we want to always start with a bite whenever we can, because just that double heals is too much to live past. You know what I'm saying? We will Beam Cell Wild Strike into a upgraded Glacier, as that's going to give us quite a bit of luck. Keep ourselves healthy. Obviously, once again, you want to bite always on the first turn. It's basically a 4 heal every turn, and that is worth slightly more to me than anything else. So I'm going to upgrade the Go for the Eyes, even though I really want to upgrade the Jax and the Uppercut. Actually, I'm going to upgrade the Uppercut. It's better. Go for the Eyes is a good upgrade, but Uppercut's the better upgrade. Now, I'm not sure if I should heal yet. That's the only decision I haven't made. Currently is the do I heal or do I not heal options. It's kind of annoying because I don't know what to do, and I hate not knowing what to do. I'm gonna bite him. I should have probably bit the back guy. Oh, okay, because I was gonna say, because he's probably gonna die anyway, and it is exactly what happens. So, stagnation. So we only got 1 turn of vulnerable left, which is kind of good. It's gone. We took 1, and now we can work on trying to get some heal out of this. But it's gonna be a bit hard because obviously, as one would expect, you know, there's quite a few difficulties revolving that. I want to play Echo Form, but I think I'll just bite and Metallicize. That should be fine, and I'll use the Leap just for safety. That should be fine. I don't think it's going to matter, but I'm hoping it won't matter. We'll find out soon. So we can start with Go for the Eyes, then we can use Uppercut, which is a big deal. We should potentially block here, but I would love to get some heal, but I'm going to block because I don't want to take more damage. He is vulnerable for next turn. He's weakened. We should be able to start using that to our advantage to kind of just, you know, pull this into our advantage rather than our negative. You know what I'm saying? So it's only on 12. we can get like 2 bites in potentially with these plate armor. Potentially 3. We could probably delay it for 3 if we wanted to, but I'm just gonna kill him and take the extra HP. I think it's worth a little bit more. Holograms is always good in my opinion, so I'm gonna take it. I should probably rest up, but I'm actually gonna choose to smith. And I'm gonna smith the jacks. Yeah, extra strength is, with 1 extra strength is could be game changing. Depending how early we get it, obviously. FTL, right off the bat, there's a bite. I don't really want that, but it's like, the claw's fine. It's also just not really good though. We got a very bad opening hand. We got none of the cards we wanted to see in our opening hand, such as the Echo, the stuff like that. So we're gonna go like this, and now we have to play Echo, which means we're just tanking 14 damage to face and losing 2 cards. And that sucks. That sucks actual big time. Because we don't really have AoE in this deck at all, and it worries me about whether I will or will not be able to get the kill. So I'm a bit worried about where we are right now, obviously. I think you uppercut and then you play a bite, and we are going to lose our buffer right off the bat for 6 HP, which is not worth it. We're going to take 8 to the face, so we probably dead. But I mean, if I'm just going on what I'm seeing here, obviously, you know, maybe that's not the right approach. But just looking at what I'm seeing here, it kind of looks like we're dead, so you know, that irritates me a little bit, but there's really little I can do about it. Beam cell this guy, we'll use this team and we'll use this just to give us the highest mathematical chance of survival right now. Because he hits for 51 soon, and when he hits for 51, we are actually going to be in trouble, so just going to keep in mind. We doubled up there. I think that's fine. Our hologram here, we got the vulnerable. I actually need the weak. I don't think we play bias. I think we just bite this guy and move along. So he's going to hit now for KO next turn. Next turn's attack is a KO turn, so we need a weaken or we are dead. We didn't get a weaken, so we are potentially dead. I could have maybe used the blocks better there to survive. Probably. So I think we did. And that's an unfortunate loss. That's a very, very unfortunate loss. Just no power cards. We just had really, really weak cards. The deck was weak. Really low damage, low costing, no real kill condition card is where we were at. And once again, just look at the relics. You can tell how strong a run is depending on how many relics you have. 8 relics on the second floor boss. 8 relics. A starting relic means 7 relics. 2 of them are chest relics, that means 5 relics. 1 of them is a boss relic, that means 4 relics. We got 4 relics through the run naturally, and that is obviously way too much. So that's I'm very disappointed in myself. Very, very disappointed in myself. It just comes down to I haven't been playing on par and I've just been underperforming. And to lose 12 runs in one month is it's pretty much a joke, in all honesty. And I'm just really disappointed. And I'm sorry. I apologize about my extreme lack of performance lately. But this Chimera is trash, and I've lost every Chimera one, I think. So it obviously something I'm not used to playing with, or not sure how to play with. And red cards and binary win an option, meaning we only get 2 cards every reward, and something that can be red and not blue, and we want blue cards because the defect he's really good and he's got really good cards, but they're very synergistic, and he's a very synergistic type of hero, so he needs his cards to make him work, and not getting his cards obviously was really bad for us. But mainly it came down to not having enough attack, not having enough damage. That was kind of the big thing. But that's how it goes sometimes. Thank you all very much for watching this episode of Slay the Spire. I hope you guys are not as disappointed with me as I am with myself. I can guarantee you that much. See you all in the next episode of Slay the Spire, coming out tomorrow, which will be the 1st of November. Or if you guys will see it on the 2nd of November for the 1st of November, but this will come out on the 1st of November. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.